Hello! We're live! Hooray! How are we all? If you don't know who we are, I am Ree. Welcome to my channel, Mummy 4 Does Disney, and my special guest, my expert child.
It's Will or Will-a-pedia.
Because he knows so much about Disney. He's like Wikipedia, but for Disney. Who's not turned off the volume on his iPad. So Will's got... You've got the questions over there that people have been sending in. We're going to get to your questions in the comments. But today we are talking about our upcoming cruise on the Disney Dream. We're going to talk you through our cruise plans. I've had so many questions over the last few weeks. So I'm going to let you know what our cruise plans are, which content I've got coming up for you, where you can get all of that. And just all the things, really. So if you've got any specific questions, leave them in the chat. It would probably be helpful, actually, if you write question in capital letters. If there's a question rather than you just saying hi, then we should be able to find those quite quickly if we're actually looking for questions. So very quickly, we're going to say hi in the chat. Megan, hi Freya, hi Colleen, Michelle, Pauline, Alexandra, Lorraine, Mia, Gillian, Isabel, Emma. Hello, thank you all for joining us. So where should we start?
Well, we could start with what we'll do when we get on board.
Okay. I know. Why don't we work through this? Yeah. Right. Hashtag ad. Hashtag own product. I'm just gonna go through the cruise planner, I think. That's probably a good idea, isn't it?
True.
If you don't have to have a magical cruise planner to plan your cruise, but it makes it a darn sight easier. You can get the digital version or this is called Perfect Bound or the ring bound one. I think I'll use this one for the purpose of today. There we go, so you can see get that in focus. So we're going to go through this. That's it. Oh, this one's got my notes in it, is it? Oh, it's got my notes in it. It's got my notes in it from the original.
Let's just use the other one.
Fine. We use this one. Yay! So we're going to work our way through this, and we'll tell you about our cruise and answer questions as we go. So if I'm going to trust you, Will, to get to the questions at the relevant part of the planning. So if you do need a copy of this, there is a QR code on screen that you can scan, or all the details should be, I'm hoping, in the description. But if not, I will post those in the description as soon as this broadcast is finished. So I've had a few questions about this, actually. So the first page in the Magical Cruise Planner, I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah. It says, there's a line, so you're supposed to write your family name on there, so it would be like Morgan family, then it says blank night, so we would write 4-night magical cruise on board the Disney Dream, and then, there you go, then you would write the date on there, which would be the 26th. So we are sailing on the 26th, which is not even a week.
Yeah.
This time next week we'll already be on the Dream.
To answer one of these questions from Rihanna and Eve 07, how long will you be staying on the cruise? And are the kids excited? It's 4 nights, and yes, we are excited.
Yes, they definitely are excited. Definitely. I'm going to try and use this one because it's easier to film. Oh, I know why this has got writing on it. It's because Bella's been filling this one out. That's fine. We can use this. There we go. So that should say, I'm not sure you can see Bella's writing on there if it's too bright. It does. She has been writing on it. Can you see? Oh, I think it's focusing on your face. That's why. There we go. So it does Morgan family 4-night cruise on the Disney Dream. There we go. Right. And then the next thing is we've got to count down. And there's a lot of counting down to do. What have we got? 5 nights left till we leave because we're actually staying at the port the night before or near the port. The night before, because it's just not worth the risk. I definitely recommend, if at all possible, staying near the cruise terminal. I say if you live more than an hour from the cruise terminal, just get yourselves there the day before. Don't stress it on the day. Do not miss your cruise because you're stuck in traffic somewhere. It's just not worth the hassle. So, as we were planning our cruise, when did we book this, Will?
Ooh,
it was May, but it wasn't this May just gone.
2022.
It was May 2022. So we were able to book it early. I'm going to leave you to explain why.
Because of the Castaway Club.
The Castaway Club, which is actually the details of which are here in the important cruise dates, which my face is now. There we go. So in here, in the planner, it explains, it's not focusing very well, is it? It explains the important cruise dates. If it wasn't so bright, hang on, I'll tell you what, if I can turn this down, look. Is that better?
Yeah.
There you go. So, on the important cruise dates, it should say here when you can book your trip. Really is much clearer than that in real life. But basically, if you're a Castaway Club Silver member, which means you've cruised on between 1 and 4 sailings, you can book 1 day before the rest of the general population. And if you're Gold, which is 5 to 9 sailings, you can book 2 days before, 3 days for Platinum, and Pearl Castaway Club members can book 4 days before the general public.
Is 25 plus sailings.
That would be amazing. Imagine going on 25 Disney cruises. That would be one a year since it started.
Like 1 a year,
It
or
would.
like 2 a year, and do like 12, 13 years.
That would be amazing. I think I'm just something to aim for, isn't it? Definitely something to aim for. Yeah. So we actually booked really early on, and there's a space in the cruise planner to write in when your personal cruise booking slot opens. So if you're thinking of planning a cruise for, let's see, there are cruises available now, but in May 2024, I guess they'll be booking for 2025. Because the 2024 sailings are already released, aren't they? The summer ones. So you can have a look on that now. But really, what I would recommend doing is whether you write it here, you put it in your calendar, whatever. Then I would recommend when you book your cruise, write down the dates that you can obviously book it. But once you've booked it, write down the date your deposit is due, which is within the first 3 days. Because if you miss that, they will release your stateroom. Write down the date that you have to pay your balance by. That's really important. The date for your onboard activity booking window, which again will be different depending on your Castaway Club status, but it's all in the planner. And the date for your online check-in. Now, Will and I did an online check-in little vlog to explain all about that, so we don't need to go too much into that. Shout out in the comments if you've seen that video, and if not, make sure you catch it after this. So shall we go to some questions? I've just scrolled out of that, haven't I? That's silly. Right, okay. Questions. Let me see. Hi, how are we? We're good. We are excited, but also I'm feeling a little bit, I'm at that stage before every trip that I'm a little bit like, how am I going to get all my work finished? Yeah. Like I've got quite a lot left to do. Got to finish all my content for while we're away, and for like long the few list. Yeah, it is quite a long list. I'm looking at all my, I've got clipboards up behind the camera, and there's one clipboard per project. There are actually 6 projects I have to finish before we leave in 5 days.
Dun dun dun.
So dun, dun. Who needs sleep, Mabel? Who needs sleep? Okay, so questions. I'm a teen, I'm autistic and really enjoy watching your videos. Oh, thank you, Isabel, that's lovely to hear. Hey guys, see you in less than a week. Ohana Adventures with the Robinsons. Yes, we shall see you on board. I tell you one question I've had quite a lot actually is whether we're doing fish extenders and like what's our room number, so that we can, because people very kindly want to pixie dust us things. Now, we don't normally share where we're staying. If it was a hotel, I wouldn't share which hotel it was at all until we left, just because the internet. So I hope you guys understand that. That's like nothing personal against anyone in particular at all. It's just the internet's a weird place. And when I started doing all this, it's kind of, I sat down with my husband. That's kind of a decision we made. But equally, I want to meet all you guys. So the reason I'm not doing the fish extender thing in particular is because I don't share the room number we're in until after we've left, because the children and just what I do for work and stuff. But I would love to meet you guys. So I'm thinking about maybe just saying like a time to meet in like the atrium or something, unless someone can think of a better location on the ship. But I'm up for suggestions. I need to pick a time, pick a place, and just say, like, if anyone wants to come say hi, we'll be there at that time. What does everyone think of that idea? Does that sound...
I think it's quite a good idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking...
We just need to make sure we'll actually be there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, absolutely. And we definitely will be there if we say we're going to be there. I'm thinking maybe on the morning of day 2 at sea. That's kind of what I was thinking. Anyway, shout out in the comments if that sounds good. Question: what is the food like? Has it got burgers? Chloe, I think. Well, I'm going to hand that one to you. What's the food like, and has it got burgers?
Well, the food in the restaurants. There's a menu, but really you can request anything in particular.
Yeah.
In like the main restaurants, and then on deck service, they've got like a variety of things such as hot dogs and burgers.
Yeah, absolutely. It is more, the quick service stuff is more kind of grab and go food, but there's something for everyone. You'll never go hungry on a Disney cruise. The food is amazing. And if you're just like, do you remember Daddy was like, oh, do you know what? I really liked that thing I had in Lumiere's, which was in the last cruise last night, and they just went to get him something from a different restaurant, didn't they? Because they're so amazing. Right, okay, going on the same cruise as you, but next year, cannot wait to see how it goes for you. I'm sure we're gonna love it, and hopefully the vlogs will be helpful. Emma says, question, what are you most looking forward to, and are you going to go to both kids clubs on board?
The Edge is 11 to 14,
so
and then
qualifies. Yes.
And then the Oceaneers Club and Lab are 3 to 12.
So you also qualify for that.
Technically, yes, I can go to both.
You're at a nice crossover age, aren't you?
There is another crossover age where you can go to Edge and Vibe, which is if you're 14.
Cool. So that's a good time to cruise at the crossover age.
Yeah. Vibe is 14 to 17.
Right, okay. So you're going to want to cruise again when you're 14.
Yeah. Also, on the Wish, there is this club called, like, the Highway, which is for 18 to 20-year-olds.
Even I didn't know that. What are we most looking forward to?
Hideaway, I meant.
Oh, right.
Not Highway. Hideaway.
Will-a-pedia.
Mispronunciation.
Right, I am most looking forward to all the magic, just all the Disney magic, and all the bits we didn't get to experience last time. So Pirate Night, because obviously last time was a COVID cruise, so we didn't get to experience that. Fireworks at sea, being able to see people's faces without masks on, hugs, autographs, the magic and the normality of it. That's what I'm looking forward to. Will, what about you?
Yeah, I think it'll be quite, like, nice just to actually have a normal cruise instead of a...
I mean, I was grateful for the cruise as it was, and I don't regret going at all, but I think I am looking forward to the normality of it all. That's going to be wonderful. Okay, question, what are you most looking forward to? I thought you were going to say the food, actually, that you're most looking forward to.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not really sure. There's a lot to look forward to.
There's so much to look forward to. Got one. I'm starting to fill in some items. Oh, there we go. So Michelle's filling in her cruise planner. Excellent. Make sure if you are posting any pictures of your cruise planners, you tag me on Instagram, especially if they're a grid post as opposed to a story. It's all really, really, really helpful because it helps me spread the word. But any grid posts I can request to feature in my shop, so that's really, really cool. So if anyone has purchased those, please do tag me when you are posting on Instagram. Question, will Dylan be going this time? No, he didn't want to. He's busy doing stuff with his band, isn't he?
Yeah.
Cool. Hi from Portugal. Hello, Maria in Portugal. Okay, let me see. Question, what's like the food like on the cruise? Amazing, amazing. Question, where are you sailing from? The port of Southampton, which is the same port as we sailed from last time, which, yeah, it was quite straightforward and quite easy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Of course, I tell you what else I'm looking forward to, not having to do COVID tests. Shout out if you went on the Disney Magic at sea cruises and you had to do there's me on my phone, like, I can't get signal. We had to get an email to say that, so we did a test at the port and we had to wait for an email, but the signal was really bad and we couldn't get on the ship until we were like,
come on.
Oh, it was really stressful because at the time, if we had failed our COVID test, we would have been legally mandated to stay home. So it would have been like, sorry kids, we're not going on a Disney cruise, we're going home, we're not allowed outside.
Yeah, that would be...
It would have been pretty pants. Okay, which restaurant are you most excited to eat in, and will you be doing one of the ice cream challenges in Vanellope's? Ooh.
Sounds fun.
It does sound fun. Restaurant we're most looking forward to?
A variety of ice cream.
We do love ice cream, don't we?
The soft serve only really includes like the select, like only a few flavours.
And we've got a lot of flavours in Vanellope's.
I'm pretty sure it's just, well...
I just think for the sake of the vlogs, we're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
For the sake of...
Just do it.
For the sake of market research.
Yeah.
What a shame. What a shame. I don't know, which restaurant are you most looking forward to? Or tell the good people which restaurants there are, and then...
Well, there are 3 main dining restaurants, and those are Animator's Palette, which has like a Crush, which is like where Crush and like the Finding Nemo characters appear on the like screens.
Mm-hmm.
Around Animators. It's kind of like Nicky styled restaurant. Then there's Enchanted Garden, which is kind of like it's kind of like a natural garden type restaurant. And then there's Royal Palace, which is like princess pictures all around the place.
I think I'm most looking
It's kind
forward
of
to
like a palace dining.
Royal Palace, then Animators, I think. What about you?
I'm going to say animators first.
You're going to say Animators first. Now, there are a lot of details about restaurants and outfits. If you tune in on Sunday morning at 8 a.m, can't get my words out right, Sunday morning at 8 a.m, or if you're in my Patreon, you already will have seen it, is the Everything We're Wearing video. And we go into loads, we try on all the outfits and say which outfits we're going to wear to which restaurants. The only problem with this is you don't find out which order you're doing the restaurants until you get onto the ship's Wi-Fi, and your navigator app, which is quite basic when you're at home, kind of lights up when you get on the ship, and it gives you all of your I was going to say routines, your agendas, your where you're supposed to be at which time, for which and which restaurant you're dining in each night. So we're really hoping, because we've got some Beauty and the Beast Disney bound outfits, we're hoping to be able to eat in the Royal Palace the same night as the Beauty and the Beast show. That would be ideal, because that would match, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then we've got outfits to wear to Animators, which are black and white and red. And then we've got, it's all in the video, but then we've also got, we're hoping then, so then I'm hoping it's Enchanted Garden, the same night we're going to do all the turquoise stuff for the Sail the Shimmering Seas. That's the hope. And then obviously Pirate Night, you do a double up, you like repeat the restaurant.
Should we answer some more questions?
Yes,
then?
all the questions you are on yours as well. If you can scroll through those if you want to find some questions. We've got 2 iPads here on the go. The questions are up there, but they're all running at different speeds.
There's a lot of comments since we last did it.
I know. Sorry, guys.
There
we go. Superstar. Which is your favourite Disney character and why? Please say hello to Alice and Lucy. Hello, Alice and Lucy. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, by the way, if you're watching, please take a photo and share it on Instagram and tag me. Right, we'll pose. Are you done? Did you take it? Thank you. tag us over on Instagram. Okay, we're really hoping to do a Disney cruise in the next year or so. You should. You'll love it. Find some more questions for me, Will. Love watching your videos on Disney, especially Disney trips, cruises, Disney holidays. It helps me so much as wanting to book a Disney cruise. That's the idea. I'm so glad. My hope with the vlogs is if you've not got a cruise booked and you just want to share in the magic, it's perfect for you. And if you've got a trip booked and you need the tips as well as the magic, it's perfect for you. That's the name of the game. That's like my aim. Have you found some questions, Will?
Yeah, have we watched any of Adam Hatton's? Yes, we have.
Yes, some of them. Yeah,
Some
he's done quite a lot of cruise videos. I sort of dip in and out of various cruise vlogs for just whatever's kind of coming up and being suggested on YouTube. So when we are looking at, what's the other ones that have Cruise Disney's, we've watched quite a lot of those, and to be honest, the ones that we've watched a lot have just been the ship tours, which are quite detailed. They've been quite handy, haven't they?
Yeah.
The ship tours. But yeah, it'll be very exciting to put together our own.
Hot in
it is going to be really. Do you want to strip off your spirit jersey?
Yeah.
I'm melting. We've got this massive ring light. I'm going to vest off. I'm actually melting. Okay, do you want to go over there and strip it off, or are you okay there?
I think I'm alright.
You're alright, you have got a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah, I've got a t-shirt.
Michelle says, gutted we're not on the same cruise. Same, lovely. It would have been lovely to see you. Okay, yeah, it is melting in here. What's the food like? What are the chicken burgers like? I'm sure they're fabulous.
Yes.
There you go. You've got Marvel
Very
underneath.
good.
That's still Disney, my darling.
Yeah.
Okay, do you prefer DLP or the cruise? Right, I think I know my answer. Oh, I don't know my answer. What's your answer, Will?
I'm
DLP
going
or
to say
the
the cruise. It's kind of like luxury sort of thing.
I think I'm with, I love Disneyland Paris, but the level you get of customer service on the cruise is just absolutely next level. I would say customer service level, top level we've experienced was the cruise, then Walt Disney World, and then Paris was under that. So the guest service was better in Walt Disney World than Paris, and it was like next level, even better than Walt Disney World on the cruise. Okay, how big is the cruise and do you like going to the pool? I think there are 4,000 people of its capacity on this ship. And yes, we'll be using the pools. Where the kids are also very excited to do the aqua duck, not the dunk. The aqua dunk was last time on the Magic, where you got like propelled over the side of the ship. That was a bit intense. William did that. I was having to stay with the girls, unfortunately. I filmed him going down it, and he just went. It was like this tube thing closing around him. It's in episode like 6 or 7, something like that. You've got to go and watch William doing the aqueduct. The tube closes around him. He's like this. He just goes, "Oh no!" And then he didn't even scream. The floor fell from beneath him. He just disappeared.
I'm not really one to scream. I'm more one to laugh on a roller coaster kind of thing.
I know. I would have screamed, definitely. The dreaded email for the COVID cruise was worst. It was the worst, wasn't it? It was really stressful. Okay. Question: how many times do you think you'll ride the aqueduct? Ooh, good. Let's place your bets. Well, I have packed
2 or 3 times.
2 or 3. I have packed swimwear in carry-on. But whether we'll do it on the first day. I think if we're going to do any swimwear based stuff, we'll do the aqueduct rather than just be in the pool on the first day. I think that being in the pool can wait. I've got my GoPro so we can film a little going down and take you all along with us on the tour of the ship, so that'll be really fun. So what else? Oh, I don't know. How many times? How many times are we going to do it? You say 2 or 3?
I'm saying 2 or 3.
2 or 3. It's very...
Because we'll have to do one light, one dark.
That's true. It's a very different experience than the light and the dark.
Only problem is we're going to have to stay up quite late for the dark.
Although at the moment it's getting dark about like 9:30, isn't it? Although we'll be further out in the sea, so I don't know. What time does it get dark? Does it seem to get dark later when there's no land in the way? I'm not sure. Do the cruise do priority access like Disneyland Paris? Now this is a potential. We're going to have to let you know how this goes, because no, they don't. And I've asked specifically about this, about if there's any kind of like autism pass, any queuing, anything, and the answer is no. Now, on the Magic, it wasn't that big a deal because there were barely any people on it.
There's many people, yeah.
So we're going to have to report back, because that might be the only thing that the cruise is not going to score as highly on. So if you lot do struggle with queuing, and if there's going to be a massive queue for the aqueduct, that is going to be potentially a sticking point. So yeah, we're going to have to report back on that. While I think of it content-wise, if you're in my Patreon, you already know this because you've already seen it all. But the next Sunday is all the outfits. The following Sunday is the pack with me, and the Sunday after that, the vlog series starts. Whatever Sunday that is, the 5th, whatever that is. Anyway, the week after that. But if you are in my Patreon, as soon as the vlogs are edited, they will be going up. So I'll be stacking them in Patreon. They'll be dripped out on my channel. So if you want to watch them week by week, then just watch them on my channel. If you would like to watch them as soon as they come out, or you just can't wait that long because you're impatient, like me, then you can just head to mummyof4.com/Patreon. It should be linked down in the description. Okay. Question: what is your favourite character to see on the cruise? And can please you shout out my name, Megan? Hello,
Megan.
What's your favourite character? Who are we looking forward to seeing on the cruise? Mickey, Minnie?
Yeah.
You like Donald?
I don't know. Donald.
Donald.
Yeah, he's my personal favourite.
Donald's the statue. You've got Donald as your lounge fly. Donald is a sailor. He's very cruise appropriate.
Yeah. What I quite like about Donald, he's just different. He's kind of like...
Yeah, and I like Daisy because she's sassy. Like the girls. The girls channel Daisy a lot. Question: do you think you'll cruise again in 2024?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
I have to think about that. We shall not act suspicious at all. No. We've had a few questions about what are our following up Disney trip things. At the end of the cruise, after the cruise vlogs are finished, we might have something to tell you. But you'll have to wait till then. Unless you're in my Patreon, in that case you already know.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
don't really know at this point.
To be confirmed. Okay, but yeah. If you're in my Patreon, because I think I talked about it on the last live. I think you were with the live. You did the live with me actually, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I do like most of these Disney lives now.
Yes, exactly. So if you enjoy these lives, then there's one of these in Patreon every month. There's a Patreon exclusive one as well. Okay, question. What destinations are you going to, and are you planning to have a day off the ship? By the way, love watching the vlogs. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're going to La Rochelle in France. It's embarkation day, then day 2 at sea, day 3 La Rochelle, day 4 at sea, day 5 cry because they're kicking us off the
So
ship.
it's kind of like a simple circle.
Yeah, exactly. So La Rochelle, we have, one of the other questions was, are we doing any excursions? Now, it is advisable, if you are doing excursions, to book them through Disney, or this isn't even a Disney cruise thing, this is a cruise thing. If you book an excursion with a non-affiliated, not affiliated with your cruise provider, so if you're on a P&O cruise or a Disney cruise, you don't book it with your cruise provider. If that excursion gets you back late, the ship will leave without you. If you book the excursion through your cruise provider, then the ship will not leave without you. That's just how it goes. That's just a pretty across the board thing. We're not actually doing any excursions. I don't think we're going to want to get off the ship for that long. I think we're going to do it
we're
because
probably just going to go into the city, have a look around.
Get a glass of wine because we've got to pay for alcohol on the ship anyway.
Yeah.
And then be like, should we go back to see Mickey?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to spend that long off the ship. We will get off and we'll have a look around because it would be mad not to, especially since we weren't allowed to last time. Yeah. So we're definitely going to do it, but I don't think we're going to spend ages and ages. We're not going to be getting off straight away and hanging on there the whole time.
You've got to get champagne. It's France.
That's true. I do like champagne in France. It's good. Other things that we got to do that we did not do on our last cruise. I want a Mickey bar in the stateroom on the veranda. Probably wearing one of the Disney robes. That's on my bucket list. And I want to try all the stuff on the room service menu. Room service is included on a Disney cruise, guys.
Yeah.
Did we get room service on the last cruise, Will?
We did not.
Why did we not?
Because we just...
We're too full. We were too full.
Should be bothered.
We were too full. We'd eaten too much food. But we've got to do it this time because it's madness not to. Okay. Question. What age do you think is a good age to take a child? Considering taking my 3-year-old next year when she's 4. Perfect age.
Yeah, because that would allow... Well, as long as they're toilet trained, they would be allowed in the Oceania Club.
Perfect time. I did answer this once. I did a Q&A and I just answered the questions and I filmed it, and then William was watching it before it went out. And I said, oh, you could take a child on a Disney cruise from birth. What did you say, Will?
Nope.
So I had to re-edit the video.
That. This means you can take a... What she meant was you can take a child on the Disney cruise as long as they are 6 months or older, and on select sailings 1 year.
Including the Panama Canal and the transatlantic, apparently.
Yes.
I know that now because Will told
and
me.
Hawaiian.
There we go. So I don't know why there's a difference in ages. But yeah, 3 and 4 is perfect age. Like perfect for all the magic.
That's perfect.
Perfect. Whether you're 4 or 84. Perfect. Okay, would you like to do the Caribbean cruise someday? We would love to. And yes, are we excited to see the Disney Treasure when they do the virtual reveal? They do the virtual reveal the day we get off the ship. That's very exciting. Yeah. It's very, very exciting. Are you looking forward to the Aqueduct water ride? Yeah, you're really looking forward to it. And I'm like, yay, because it's quite high. But I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great. So I'm going to have to go in a little boat with Zara. You're going to have to go in with Bells because Daddy won't do it.
All right.
So...
yeah, if you're under 7 and you have to be accompanied by someone 14 or older.
Okay. Bella's not under 7, so that's fine. You two can go together. So, yeah. Zara's under 7. She can stay with me. She'd want to go with me anyway. So that's fine. So you two will be allowed to go. Thank you for knowing that, by the way. See, this is why he's so helpful. He knew. Why I'm here. And also, what's the height requirement for the aqueduct?
I don't know everything. It is 106... Well, it's 42 inches. And rounded up, it is 107 centimetres.
There we go. Which Zara is just over that. So we're all good. Such a Disney fan would love to go on a Disney cruise. Been to Disneyland Paris 8 times. It is lovely in Disneyland Paris, isn't it? You'd love the cruise. If you love DLP, you'd love the cruise. Okay. Hi from the Netherlands. Wow. People all over. Do you know if you have to pay VAT on merchandise that is purchased? I am not sure. I think tax is added onto it. I know they do not open the shops at the port, and that is something to do with tax, but I believe there's still 20% added on to things. I believe, but we will let you know in the vlogs. There we go. We decided, I think that's supposed to divide and conquer. My husband queued up for the characters and my daughter joined us later. I think that is a sensible way to do it. Yeah. I don't think that's going to work for the aqueduct. I think that's the only one that we're not going to...
It's like an actual line. Yeah,
So
it
the
would be-
aqueduct, to be honest, is the only one that I'm really worried about with the queue, because yes, we can just leave an adult in the queue for the characters. That isn't bothering me too much. Or I could give you, like, that's the time I could perhaps be like, right, girls, fill in these planners, because in the planners, if you saw our Disneyland Paris series and we were filling in the Disney trip planners, there are pages for things to do today and then magical memories. So things we did today, characters we met today, all that kind of stuff. And when we had to meet the princesses, I think, in Paris, even the disability queue was quite long and the girls were close to losing their minds. So I sat them down with the planner and some pens. So that's a good thing for them to do. So I thought that would be fine for queuing for the characters, because it'll be few and far between. And then again, we could, like, say, send someone off, bring them back. It's just the aqueduct. So
yeah, with the characters, they might not even have long queues because they're not exactly like scheduled so that you know about them as such.
Exactly. And the other question is, have we got many things booked? The only thing we've actually got booked at an official time is the Royal Gathering, which you don't have to pay for as an extra, but you do have to book. So we are guaranteed to meet.
Very few ones that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah, exactly. So let me see. Also interested in your experience with DIS type support on board. One of my children is autistic and worried about the queues and the waiting. This is something we're definitely going to be explaining a lot in the vlogs with our experience. Last time on the Magic, it was no issue at all, but there were barely any people on the ship compared to what it's going to be on the ship.
Apparently we didn't queue long for the aqueduct.
Oh, there we go.
4 days. It opens later, but we walked on all the time, so it wasn't a problem. It's
cool. It's an issue for my daughter. But there we go. Excellent. So Nikki says that queuing wasn't an issue for the aqueduct. That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
So do we need to dash on it the first day? That's the question, because selfishly, I don't want to get soaking wet on the first day. I just want to, like, enjoy all the things rather than be like,
really
I've got to go and get
time
up.
because the sailory party's at like 3.
That's the thing. There's so much to do.
And then we've got like dinner at like.
We've actually opted for the later dinner though,
dining.
because
it's like that's 8.
we were just
You've
so
only
full.
got 5 hours between it, and also the show. So that's minus
Also the
2
show.
hours.
So if we're
we've got like 3 hours.
Yeah, because if we're dining
much
at
time.
Harvest 8, then we're doing the show at 6, aren't we? Or vice versa. So you're doing something at 6 and something at Harvest 8, aren't you, basically?
Yeah, unless you
Depends
decide to do matinee performances.
They won't necessarily have matinee performances. I don't know.
always.
No. We'll find out as soon as we get on board. It'll all be in the vlogs. There's going to be... I don't know if you guys... Like, how many of you have seen the vlog series from before. I put so much detail in it. There's going to be a lot more. I've got a lot more cameras. A lot more to cover. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's really exciting. But if you have seen the vlog series before, I just try and share the magic. I want you guys to feel like you're there with us. But I put lots of information. I put maps, information, height requirements in the parks, that kind of thing. And I always put locations of where we are. So if you think, oh, that's good, then you can see on screen where it is in the ship. Hopefully that gives you an idea. And I also put times, because the reason I do this, I feel it's important as a parent to know, okay, so this activity took this long, or in the parks, it took this long to get from here to here, or to queue for this. And I think when you've got kids and you're trying to plan things, that's important information. Okay, what is the best time to look for characters, or are they floating around throughout the day? On the Magic, they were just popping up all over the place. I would love it if they were doing that again, but we're just going to have to report back. Will, have you found some more questions? Oh, hang on. When does the Disney Cruise vlog go live, please? I will find the date for that now while William asks another question.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, I've got the dates. So, the 27th is the Disney Cruise outfits vlog. The 3rd of September is the pack with me, and the first vlog in the series will be Sunday the 10th of September, or pretty much just within a day or two of us getting off the ship. Probably by the end of August it'll be in Patreon, and they start every Sunday from the 10th of September on my channel. Okay.
Right, so the question, have you got any must-dos that you would suggest to do when on the ship? I'm really wanting to go on a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Most things are a must-do.
A lot of things are, yeah. I mean...
And you got to do the water stuff. At least the slides. Pools you could miss. I mean, we didn't do pools last time.
No, we were so busy. Honestly, but the thing is, there's so much on a Disney cruise. You also can't beat yourself up if you don't do everything, because there is so much to do.
I think you've got to see the shows.
You've got to see the shows. The shows are literally West End, Broadway quality shows. Shows you'd be paying £100 a ticket each for in London, and there are 3 of them. That's definitely a must.
Well,
you need to go to your dining reservations
on the Disney
as well.
Dream, it's like one's kind of West End style, and the other two are more like Disney shows.
Yeah. So one of them, if anyone has seen Mickey and the Magician in Disneyland Paris, then that show is like Mickey has a problem and then all these characters come and help him.
Yeah.
Disney Believe, is that what we're saying on this one?
Disney Believe, yeah.
And the one we saw on the Magic was
Dreams.
Disney Dreams. So on the Magic was Disney Dreams, and it was a little girl had a problem. She lost her mojo or something.
Like,
she lost it.
I can't quite remember.
She had a problem. A little girl had a problem, and all the Disney characters came to sing songs and help her. I believe
That's
Disney Believe is similar.
Yeah, I think with Disney Believe it's like
a little boy has a problem, and then Disney characters come to help.
I think someone wants to become like a sorcerer, but their dad is like an engineer or inventor or something.
Right, okay, cool. So anyway, that it will be wonderful and fabulous. The other thing is, some people skip their dining reservations. Don't do that. Don't skip your intentional dining.
Unless say it's on the Wish, the World of Marvel is quite like a loud restaurant.
Right,
apparently.
okay. So if you were overwhelmed by that.
So, and you wanted just a quiet adult-only experience.
Okay.
Then you could...
I felt like we got so, like, our service was so wonderful to us.
Also, with 7-night cruises and stuff, you've got, like, you do each restaurant twice and one 3 times.
Maybe that would be different. But if you're only going on a 3 or 4 night cruise, do not miss your rotational dining, because then you would not get to experience that restaurant. And the other thing I quite like to do is the welcome on board lunch. Last time we just grabbed quick service. I think we are going to do the welcome on board lunch this time. Okay, I'm not going. I'm staying on the ship. There we go. So people are just not going, getting off at La Rochelle or wherever. Have you got any must-dos? Right, there we go. What merchandise are you hoping to get?
I was just about to say that one.
Well, what are you hoping for?
Well, a Disney Dream Spirit jersey.
Me too. Oh, you were originally hoping for a 25th anniversary turquoise Spirit jersey.
I'm hoping for that as well.
Okay.
But then it's like, I don't think they have much stock of that.
I've had some people very kindly messaging me from the ship, but saying that the stock of 25th merch is a bit...
it's not like... Well, it's probably easier to stock the actual Disney Cruise merch than the 25th limited stuff. Yeah,
because, well, it's,
especially in the UK and Europe.
So, yeah, I'm hoping for Disney Dream Spirit jersey. I got a really nice Spirit jersey on... It was just a Disney Cruise Line Spirit jersey on the last one. I really wanted a Magic one, but the stock levels... last time were pretty poor, but it was COVID, the world was shut down.
Well, at least there's more, at least they have the Disney Dream Spirit jerseys.
Exactly, and they did have them. Someone sent me a photo of them. How many nights would you like to do on a cruise? Infinity. The limit does not exist.
Actually, the limit, I'm pretty sure that has been I think the longest cruise was either a 14-night or a 15-night cruise.
Daddy really wants to do transatlantic, doesn't he?
That's the longest I've seen, either 14 or 15.
To be honest, I'd be on the ship 14 nights and still be like, I don't want to get off.
And it wasn't even a transatlantic cruise. That wasn't...
No.
I think they're like 11, 12 nights.
No, I know. However long we stay on it, I still wouldn't want to get off. Bella said she couldn't walk on land last time. She's like, I can't get off the ship, I can't walk on land. So that was a shame. I don't think I'll be able to walk on land at the end of this one, to be honest. Okay, I think I'll do the slides on sea days, says Michelle. Very sensible. But also I think a lot of other people will want to do that. So if you want to do the slides, port adventure days, they're going to be quieter. Yeah,
that's true, because people will go to France.
Are you staying on the ship all the time you're there? I think we will get off, but not for very long. Thinking about taking my family to DLP next year. My son will be 9, my daughter will be 13. Do you think they'll still enjoy it? Yes. They'll love it. There are lots of like really thrilling rides on there. Paris is a lot more whooshy than Florida, isn't it?
Cruise is like,
yeah. But the
like your hat falls off.
Chill, yeah. But what I mean from
I'll get it
from a point of view of if your kids are at the age, I mean 9-year-old definitely. If the 13-year-old isn't so into the Magic because of teen years, then there's still all the insane roller coasters. like that will spin you upside down, and there's the thrills in Disneyland Paris.
Also, with the cruise, it's like you've got the Edge Club. Maybe they'll just go.
That's true.
There half the time, and then the other half they'll just be getting like the food on deck.
Yeah. Question: think there's also a Golden Mickey show? We think so too. I think it's Golden Mickey's Believe and Beauty and the Beast. And so I'm assuming we know that Pirate Night is day 3.
Yes.
So
there's also on select Disney Dream Cruises throughout
the colour thing, aren't you?
Recently, yes, the Mickey's Colour Spin Deck Party. We're not sure if it's going to be on this cruise. I looked at the newsletter page. It just said select cruises. It wasn't very specific.
Well, we'll report back. It'll all be in the vlogs. Everything will be in the vlogs.
Yes.
It will all be in there. Yeah. Okay.
Imagine they do the 4-night cruises.
Yeah, I would. I would hope so. And it says it started in the summer. It is the summer.
Yes.
At least it feels like the summer in here. More so than it has been all day. This ring light's boiling. Magical by Sarah says, "Hey, have the best time on the cruise, William."
Nice.
Question. Really hope there'll be enough merch. I know. We'll keep everything like this for us, guys. Keep everything like this. Oh, the other things I want merch wise. Spirit jersey. You want the card game. Lorcana.
But problem is, it's only August 18th. It's actually been released in the parks.
Okay, so the chance of them having stock on that on the ship?
Minimal.
It's some sort of.
Although I'd
Disney
imagine
card
as soon as
game.
it gets back to America, they'd stock it onto the ship.
It's releasing anyway on
September 1st,
so you can just get it on Amazon.
You just get a few days later, yeah.
That's fine.
On, big stores.
And I want a Christmas decoration, a Christmas ornament as a commemorative thingy. And the girls want plushes. They want Captain Mickey, Captain Minnie type stuff, don't they?
Yeah. I saw a Donald one that I want to get as well.
Cute. Question: did you feel seasick at all on your last cruise? One thing that potentially worries me about going.
No. We felt it in 2 places.
No, but that's as in we felt movement at all.
Yeah.
As opposed to we don't.
I don't think that was what we felt movement. Not even close.
Not even close to seasick. We did have those seasickness bands for the girls, just in case, because I was worried about this too, which are like a band, and then there's like a little button that presses on their wrists. The only time that I noticed the ship moving at all, when we were eating at Animators and they were literally pulling out the port, it felt a bit vibraty.
Yeah.
Not sick, just aware of movement. And if you're in the toilet, because it's like suddenly you're in a smaller cubicle, you're like, oh yeah, maybe I am moving, maybe I'm on a ship. But other than that, it was really smooth.
Because if you're on deck, it's just like you're walking on land. It's like...
And this ship's even bigger, so it should feel smoother. But then equally, we are going somewhere, whereas the Magic didn't have to go anywhere. It just poodled around, didn't it? So I don't know, we'll report
Question for me.
Question for William.
Food and snack are you most looking forward to?
Which food and snack are you most looking forward to, Will?
I'm not sure. I just want any... Yeah, they're good. Maybe a Dole Whip, float.
Yes, cocktail of the day for me.
Yeah.
Cocktail of the day.
Would it be messed up though to put one of the drinks from the thing inside of it instead of rum?
What, a mocktail of the day instead?
So you get the Dole Whip float, and then you put I don't know, Sprite in it as well.
You could, but would that just wreck your Dole Whip? I don't know. They want to put rum in a Dole Whip, which sounds like it sounds good. Wrong, but I kind of feel like
I feel like it'd be good. Although I'm not
for you,
be
because
guessing it.
You are not 18.
I am not 18.
And you have to be 21 to drink on a Disney cruise.
Well,
don't you?
In America, yes.
What about in, European waters?
In Europe. I'm pretty sure it's only 18 in Europe, but as long as you're in America. I think transatlantic cruises, I'm not entirely sure on, because you're going across the 2 places, so... Yeah. I think it's it starts, say you start in America, it'd be 21, and then as soon as you get to Europe, it'd be 18.
Can you imagine?
It's like, I can only drink on the second half of this cruise, or, I can only drink on the first half of this cruise.
Right.
That'll be funny.
So Vicky says, we're on the same cruise, hope to see you. We've made some pixie dust in case we do. Oh, that's lovely, thank you so much. We've also got some pixie dust for people, which again, so... Where would be a good place to meet up, guys? Should we just say the atrium at one time? What I'll do is I'll post the time on my Instagram. So just keep an eye on my Instagram. It's Mummy4 Does Disney, and I will. I will make
a community thing on YouTube,
and I'll put up my community tab on YouTube. But suggestions, pop your suggestions in the comments. I'm thinking either by the Walt Disney Theatre, because that's like a quieter area, and meet there, or just the atrium. I don't know. We'll pick a place, but pop your suggestions in the comments, and a time, and we'll just be there. I'm thinking probably in the morning of day 2. So I'm leaning towards like a time, I don't know, maybe like call it 11 or something. But I will let you know before we sail. Okay. Magical by Sarah thinks that a Coke float is perfectly acceptable, William. So,
yay!
Okay, what are you looking forward to the most? The food, the magic is calling.
If we go back up a little bit, I did see we had the colour spin, but there was no pirate night, so maybe it's alternate, like you get one or the other.
Well, I emailed Disney Cruise Line and they said they're doing
pirate night, so it's probably not going to be the colour spin thing. If it's pirate night, then
I'm just going to show you some bits that we have got. The girls have been making these, which have got hidden Mickey beads on them. So we've got bracelets to give to people that the kids have been making. We have got pixie dust goodie bags to give out as well. And also Disney ducks. Now I've cheated a little bit here. Disney ducks. So we've got 50 Disney ducks to hide. But because I'm running really low on time and I've still got 6 video projects to finish before I leave, I'm just hole punching my business card to the Disney ducks. So if you find one of our Disney ducks with my business card attached to it, please do take a photo. The children would love to see how far the Disney ducks get and where they end up. So take one home and take a photo of it.
With the Disney ducks, there are a few rules that you should know
there are
about.
a few rules, yeah.
Rule number 1, do not put it in water.
Because someone might fall in and drown, and that's not good.
Rule number 2, do not put it by the edge of do not
anyone
put
falling
it
overboard, not
so
cool.
that they can trip over it and fall off.
Not cool, definitely not
and
cool.
And then rule number 3, don't put it in any of the shops.
No, because people might take a duck and then think someone's stealing something. So if you are doing hiding ducks, or if you find one of our ducks, if you find a duck, you can either choose to keep it and take it home, but you are supposed to take a photo and post it and tag whoever left the duck. And then if we find any ducks, we'll be putting them in the vlogs. So if you are hiding them, then we will put those in the vlogs. We'll probably put them in the vlog and then re-hide them. And then, yeah, that's it really, isn't it? If you're leaving them, make sure you leave them in those places. And if you find them, you can keep it or you can re-hide it. But do make sure you tag whoever was doing it. Question about DLP. What's the best food in Pim Kitchen? I have a reservation for October trip. The best thing to do is to watch the vlog, which shows all the food. But I like the cake with blue icing.
Would it be possible to feature this vlog at some place in the, I don't know?
Yes. If you just put Mummy of 4 does Disney Pim Kitchen in YouTube, it will probably come up.
Yeah.
But if you can't find the vlog, it's in our October 2022 vlog series and it's in the Avengers Campus. So it's in the vlog series. I think it's episode 4-ish, somewhere like that. But if you can't find it, drop me a DM and I will find you the link. There we go. Will you pay it, do the bingo, and is it included or extra? I think it's extra for bingo. We didn't do bingo last time.
I don't really know about the bingo.
Not fussed. No.
I haven't researched it because I'm not into it.
You're not into it, no. And I know I was going to say, yeah, we know the pirate night is on. Maybe I should have just emailed Disney Cruise and asked about the colour spin, because I emailed them and they said pirate night is definitely night 3. So that's the night of La Rochelle. So therefore, there are 3 other shows. There has to be a show on the first night, there has to be a show on the second night, there has to be a show on the 4th night to fit all the shows in.
Yeah.
So that much we know. So if they are doing a deck party, it would have to be during the day, because they can't fit anything else in. So yeah, that's what we do know. There you go, it's extra, it's very pricey, it's about £40. Is that for the bingo? Yes, £40, gosh, for the bingo. Yeah, I'm definitely not that fussed on it. Adam Hatton's going to be on our cruise apparently. Thank you, Magical Boy Sarah. I'm going next year for the first time ever. Yeah, fantastic. We love to hunt for ducks. Yeah, well, we're hiding 50. I've got a big bag of ducks, which I need to hole punch my cards, and I'm just attaching them with these little hair tie thingies. It would be cool, wouldn't it, if the little ducks go far and wide? Like maybe some of them will sail all around the UK and then back to America. Maybe we should have
some of us hide certain different colour ducks.
Maybe.
And then whoever hid the certain colour, that's their idea to hide it there.
Yes. Well, yes. Oh, yes. So like
it's
you hide all the
say
green
a
ones.
green duck, yeah.
That's a good idea.
And then you can like figure out who hid the duck.
That's actually a really good idea.
Who came
Well,
up with the idea to hide the duck there.
the kids are going to have some of these in their own bags so they can hide those. Hi both, we love the vlogs. Thank you so much.
Yay.
We'll be on the cruise next week, so we'll hopefully get to say hello. Will you guys be doing the midship detective agency? Yes, it's one of the things you are looking forward to, isn't it? Midship detective agency.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yes, I will keep an eye on my Instagram and I will put it on my community tab. Well remembered, Will. And maybe I'll send an email out to my list as well if you are on in my email club with the time and the location. But where's the best place? Is it the atrium? Is it by the Walt Disney Theatre? I'm thinking just the atrium, like something like 11 o'clock in the atrium on day 2. Something, just keep it simple. And then we could always arrange a second one if it all went like really well or if we missed anyone.
Chloe says, I've watched all your vlogs apart from Pim Kitchen one.
Well,
I kind of want to keep it a surprise, but I don't want to miss the hidden goodies.
Oh, so you literally skipped it on purpose, not for spoilers. Oh, wow. that was showing some restraint. Because I would be like, show me everything.
Yeah, I would just be like, okay, next one.
There we go.
I don't really care which one it is.
Oh, I fly to DLP when you get on the cruise, says Megan. Oh, have a wonderful, magical time. Are you planning to do the ship tour? Yes, I know Daddy 4 is really keen to do the ship tour. He's always interested in like the engines and how things work and stuff like that. So he'll like the ship tour. Are you going to do the ship tour or are you just going to go to the Oceanias Club while we do the ship tour and you'll watch the video?
I don't really know, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I will be in the Oceania Club and Edge most of the time.
Very much looking
Probably
forward
like
to this.
a 75% Edge kind. Oceania's Club.
Yeah.
And like a 25% Edge
I
kind
know.
of thing.
The girls are going to be like, well, stay with us, Will, because you can fly the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
The biggest difference, I think, that the kids are looking forward to in the Oceania Club, as I understand it, you were kind of like kept together. You had a slot last time, a 2-hour slot, and you were moved from here to here to here, and you were like moved in a one-way system, and then you left. Whereas this time, you should be able to go wherever you want to go, and you can come and go as you please, which will be really nice. It won't be so rigid.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you loved it last time, didn't you? You had an amazing time. But I think this time will be a lot more flexible, which will be cool. Okay, right.
I think that's all the like.
I think that's the ones we've got so far. And do you know what? We're gonna have to go soon because I'm literally melting under the heat of this ring light. And look at you. You're more
If you
glowy
look
than
at
my
the
shots.
live count, it's like been 52 minutes.
Yeah, we've been talking for 52 minutes about the Disney cruise. We could talk for hours,
Imagine it's like somebody watches this on replay.
Yeah, and then here they are still whittling
like,
on. They're just hanging out. It's just a hangout. It's not like an edited video. We're delivering information. It's a chat, isn't it? It's a chat. So I hope you guys
But we
are
still
enjoying.
deliver information.
We
because
are.
That's what we do, especially me.
Especially you, my darling. So if you have got more questions, then I don't know, maybe we could do another one of these when we get off the we've got to do a Patreon live at the beginning of September, so they'll definitely be answering questions in there. Maybe we'll do one on here as well. Who knows? But definitely, if you are interested in, plug the planner, the planet scan on the QR code. Hang on, which way? Where is it? No, it's up there. It's on the. I can't point to it. There it is.
You can put. Yeah, you've pretty much got it.
Got it.
You practiced. See if you can touch it. See if you can touch it. Touch it.
I can't get it.
I'm gonna get it. I can get it. Oh wait, no, other way.
It's on the screen.
What's so funny?
Because we're looking like right idiots trying to touch the QR code on the screen.
I did it.
We did it.
I touched
Scan the QR code that we're trying to point at, and that'll take you to the planner store. #ad, #own product, #small business, #. We've got magical trip planners for parks. We've got cruise planners. We've got William playing Peepo behind the trip planner. It's all kicking off here. Michelle says thanks for the live vlog, and Will-a-pedia. I would do at least one game of bingo. It's so good. The cast members are especially amazing. Enjoy the cruise. Thank you so much. You should come and join the 37 Disney Street, Disneyland Paris show chat after this. Cool. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for the live. Hopefully see you on board. Anyone go and have a fab time? Definitely. I will post on my Instagram when we just figure out a time and a place. I'm leaning towards... Should we just say it now? Hang on. Just checking what time that we have got this thing so it's not actually clashing. Let me just bear with me 1 second. So shall we say 11 or should we say 10:45 in the atrium? Looking at that, Will. Looking at that. What do you think?
I don't know.
Did you say 10:45?
Yeah?
Yeah?
10:45 to 11, roughly.
Well, no, we'll just say
something
be there from 10:45 then.
Yeah,
in the
somewhere
atrium.
around 10:45 to 11, roughly.
No, I'll be there at 10:45 in the atrium. There we go. We'll do 10:45 in the atrium on day 2. We'll say that now.
10:45 in the atrium.
There we go.
On day 2.
Magical by Sarah says have the best time.
That
Thank
being
you
the
so
first
much.
full day.
Love this live. I love all your vlogs. Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing the live chat. Oh, you're all so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We've loved hanging out with you. You're now going to go to bed. I'm going to carry on doing some more work because I haven't finished everything I need to do to go on our trip. And as soon as I've finished, then I can actually relax and enjoy and start to get properly excited. So thanks, guys. Love you all. And we'll see some of you on board. Mwah. Bye.